Howdy, hey, welcome to the Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, amateur prospector, and this is Gold Rush 22. Had one of those weeks that really makes you appreciate the weekends. But the original plan was to go up with Ken to a spot where I actually would try out my Gold Bug tube metal detector and do some rock crevicing and stuff like that. But Ken hurt his back, and he needs to take a couple of weeks to get that better. I got the spot already picked out for next week that I was tempted to go work, and I'm not going to do it, and hopefully nobody jumps it. But something's been itching on me. I'm back at this creek where all the fish were jumping and everything, and it's gone down a lot. I'll show you here in a second. But the gold I was finding was chunkier, which is different. But I feel like I didn't give this place a decent run. We all know we can dig and be 1 foot from a place that just has a good stockpile of gold. So I'm going to give it today. I went ahead and I even packed a cooler with a couple Blue Mountains and water. I even brought the chair. And what's funny is that pack probably weighs as much as the weight I lost. And I could feel it on my knees and my hip for that quarter-mile walk that it takes to get here. But what was cool is I had an eagle. I had my camera in the pack, but it was literally sitting right there. And then there was a turkey vulture over there. And I did learn something that I did not know. Gardener snakes eat slugs. I did not know that. So anyway, I'm going to give this a good run. You can see how low it is. I mean, those were underwater, I believe, last time. The water is just super clear. There's something down there. I don't know if that's just a fish or whatever, but this is where the fish were jumping, right in this deep part, all the way under those trees. I did think about maybe crossing over and trying over there. I looked at Google Maps and everything, and you know, it's a solid river over there, then it splits and then it comes back again. But I believe, oh, there's the eagle way down there. I believe that this is the main part of the river, but it's just beautiful no matter what. So I also want to give a thanks and a shout out to they call themselves the Gold Squad, GS Prospecting. He highlighted me on one of his videos, and I do watch him. He does a lot of prospecting with Washington Beach Mining, but they haven't been doing, well, if they haven't been filming a lot lately, so I don't know what's going on with that, but he still does videos and stuff, and he's really into it. He loves his family. He takes his kids and his family to do stuff, so check his channel out. It's GS Prospecting. He really is trying to get all us amateur prospectors that do these channels to support one another, because we are just crazy. And it is nice. I watch a lot of videos. After checking out his latest ones, I got some more that I'm going to be looking at, and it's just neat to see not only the passion that they have for it, and it isn't just about how much gold you get. It's a hobby, and when you have somebody that has a similar hobby, it's cool, and you can always learn something from each and every one of them. That's how you develop your own technique. So I'm going to get set up here. It is going to be, I'm not going to kill myself today. I'm going to enjoy it. Like I said, I had a rough week, so I'm going to set up my hydration station. Oh, I forgot the top of this. I really got to thank you guys. I would never have believed when I started doing these, because again, I just started doing them because when I started, I didn't have anything to teach me, and I was a complete idiot. But with the YouTube channels and meeting some fellow prospectors, my knowledge just shot up over the last couple years. So I'm over 100 subscribers. Either you guys are crazy or I am. I know people do giveaways and stuff like that for that, but in truth, I never expected it. So I'm going to go ahead and think about something in a goal. I don't think it will ever hit there, but it might. You never know. But if we hit 500 subscribers, I'll think of something. Maybe I'll run for a couple weekends and make my own Pacific Northwest Gold Rusher pay dirt and send it to you. Or I don't know, maybe a gold pan. I don't know. I don't make a lot of money, but you know, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I earn even more subscriptions. I love you all. Let's get to work and find them nugs. Gold Rush 22. Okay, set up. Just going to show you what I got going here. But first, I got to be careful of him. I don't want to step on him or anything. That's cool. That's a huge salamander. So, let's see. Avoid him. Of course, he went right where I'm planning on walking. By the way, the fish is still jumping. I had my sluice set up there last time, but of course there's not enough water now, unless I really want to dam it. So I'm just now using it as my H2O refrigerator. I got my hydration station set up there. Brought a couple buckets. That turkey vulture again, but he didn't land. And there goes the eagle. He keeps buzzing over here. But it is a little muggy right now. It's overcast a little, but I don't care. Feels good, and I got really good water flow. So I just took some of these old tailies. Oh, goodness. And just made sure that it was level and centered, and they worked their way out. Got a little bit of slowing down going on over here. I don't know if I can. Yeah, see, I gotta scoot that over just a little bit. How's that? Is that moving? Yeah. So that's actually running really hot. But again, this stuff's a lot more gravel. Ooh, look at that cool rock. Oh, there goes the salamander. Sorry, buddy. Oh, it's heavy. I have no idea. I have no idea what the heck that is. Any of you guys watching know what that red stuff is? Let me know. It's cool. I would take it home for my daughter. That's too heavy. She wants it, she can come get it herself. So anyway, let me show you. So I'm kind of. Over there is where we hit before, And then I went a little over here, and I just don't feel right about just looking in one spot. So I was kind of looking at things here, and when I look at a bar, especially one I've never really thoroughly prospect, there is you can see kind of the water line here, and then it goes up. So this is actually just maybe a foot lower than, 5 feet that way. But I was looking at these different rocks, and you can see how they work as a riffle. I hear that eagle again. But I was really kind of looking at these. This area right here really stands a good chance of having something. And I'll leave enough room to work. Try not to get any flooding going on in here, so I don't have to dig through the water. You know what I'm seeing now is little fish, little tiny fish jumping. So anyway, I forgot my pan classifier, so all I brought is my arbor. So I'm going to go ahead and move some boulders. Put a couple shovelfuls into a bucket and then pan that out and see if there's anything in there. Let's get to it. Gold Rush 22. Howdy, hey. Well, I moved a lot of big rock where I pointed out. I classified enough for a heaping pan on the top layer. Nothing. I went and pulled the next layer of, larger rocks. Did the same thing. Classified enough for another heaping pan. 0. So I went even deeper and did a third pan. 0. So I was wrong. Again, that happens. I don't know this bar, and so I don't really know exactly where. I know over there where we were digging before, we found chunky gold and stuff. That could be splash up, when the river gets way up. You can see how high the river gets over there. But, I'll find something. I don't know, maybe I'll come down here now that the water's down and expand Ken's hole a little bit. Oh, there's a nice green climbing. And the reason why I'm sitting like this pointing at the river is in case a fish does jump, because they never do it when I have the camera. But yeah, I don't know. I have to think about it for a little bit. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should go farther that way. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it, and while I do, I'm going to have me a Blue Mountain Hydration. Gold Rush 22. We got a big one that just, there it goes. Oh, was my hand in the way? Yeah, we got a big one out here. That's a big king. Where those two rocks are right there, just to the upper. Oh, another one just jumped over there, but I want to get this big one. I might. Oh, jeez, no, there they go. Oh goodness, there's a few of them, because one over there was huge, and then right after it, right there was a huge one. I'm wondering if they're going to try to make their way up that the rapids. I'm sorry I get so excited over that. I mean, it is, these fish are, oh, did you see that one? Oh my gosh, that was awesome. These are monsters. That was way out of the water. I think I got that one. I don't know. He just broke the water again there, I see. Ooh, little ones are jumping. Big ones are jumping. There's these little ones jumping. They're like jumping 2-3 feet out of the water. wonder if that's why they're jumping, is the big ones are going after them. Hopefully I got those. Not a sponsor. Well, what I'm going to do then is just sit here for a couple minutes and sip on my Blue Mountain and hope I catch another. That was awesome. God, I hope I got that one. Oh, there goes one. The thing about this camera is to save energy, it turns off the screen, so I don't know what I'm really covering half the time. I want to maybe set this up closer and just leave it for a little bit. Nah. That would mean getting up and moving. Oh, I know I got that one. You guys see how big they are? Okay, I'm going to try to get closer. Oh, there was another jump right there between those boulders. I did see a few jump. I don't know if I had the camera set up right on them, but also there's a turkey vulture up in that tree right there. So he's probably watching them. There was one, I hope, hopefully, that was a tiny one. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, that's only 10 yards in front of me. Ooh, damn. God, they're just jumping everywhere. This is awesome. I know I need to dig for gold, but you know what that is? It's a dead salmon. They spawned. When they spawn, they die. I can just make out the tail, so it's laying on its side there. Huh. So, and this is good sands and stuff, and they're probably spawning here. Fish hatchery is actually relatively close to here too, so yeah, you know, this is why I have certain places that I go, and I hope we all do this. If I ever find even one scale in the pan, I stop digging there, because you know, this could all be fish bed, and I don't want to disturb that. Here in Washington, when I was growing up, I was fishing every day. I was a kid. That was my escape. I hate fish. I mean, I hate salmon. I don't like that salmony taste, but I like trout. I like bass. I like catfish. I like those, and halibut, especially halibut cheese. But I'm not a big salmon eater. I'm more of a shellfish eater. In fact, you know, my county has a testosterone alert system when I start eating oysters to make sure all you ladies lock them doors. But the fish ain't what they used to be. It used to be able to, oh, that was a big one. You used to be able to catch a lot of fish. Now it's struggling a little bit, so we want to do everything we can to be responsible. So just keep that in mind, please. Besides that, they're really cool. And I'll be honest with you, it's been a long time since I've seen king salmon. And so this is actually really cool for me, because I grew up fishing for them, and I live right near the Puget Sound. I have a boat. I love going crabbing and everything. It has downriggers. I was planning on picking up fishing and everything, but once again, with the hours I'm working and the price of gas, by the time you spend a day fishing, you burn through almost $100 in fuel and everything. So, you know, I think I'll stick to my prospecting. Okay, let me get this hole filled back in. It's not huge, so it won't take long. I just got a couple boulders. And then I'm actually thinking about, because the water's down, Ken's hole, you can see the mound of boulders there. I'm going to go and move the rock that he already moved, and I'm going to push the hole farther up, because I think he's right. I think the reason why it's chunky, and he got some really good chunky gold, is because of it just got caught right there right away. Now, when we came prospecting this river, I did do a couple pans. I think I did one here, I did one up there, and I found a couple flakes. I was dead wrong with this spot, or somebody could have dug it. I don't know. Again, you can't really say you know a spot until you check it all. So let me see what we got going. I actually am in a really good mood right now, and it was, again, it was a rough week. I hope I got that one. Let me turn. Like I said, it was a really rough week, and this is my, I know everybody just thinks gold, 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 gold. To me, it's the peace. I get a lot of peace. It's good exercise. I still got to lose a few more pounds before I can have another damn pizza. But the sound, the scenery, the fish, and of course those nugs. It's just, I love it. I love the Pacific Northwest. Hopefully I don't bore the crap out of you with all this talking, so I'm gonna cut it short. I'm gonna get back to work and see if we can find that nug. Gold Rush 22. Welcome back. Okay. So obviously we had a change of plans. That didn't work out. Hopefully I caught some of those fish. So here I'm not even going to test pan, because I'll just show you. We know that there's gold here. This hole here is where Ken ran that monster right there. And those are his tailings. Then the next week I came and I ran up there. So I had to take all the big rocks that were still here and move them out of the way. So what I'm going to do is expand this hole right here. So I'm going to classify 2 buckets. The breeze stopped, so it's muggy. But I got a good run on my sluice over there. I haven't put any test gravel on it yet, but I'm sure it's adjustable and I can make it work. Yeah, it looks like it's moving good. It might be a little hot. I can always lift it up a little bit. But yeah, they're just jumping everywhere. So I'm going to get to work. Hopefully find that nug. Gold Rush 22. Alrighty, we got an update. It took a lot of work to get, again, that's Ken's old hole. I'm just throwing the big rocks up there and up out of the way in case I go that way. Don't want to move them again. Got two buckets that are a little over half full each. Lots of gravel, but the material is a lot better. So it's got a lot of clay, and I think it's going to be much better than over there. So let me get to it. I haven't even did a test scoop yet. Obviously I had to move my sluice. Didn't have to, but I'm not carrying buckets that far. Let's see how it's running. I think that's good. Might have to do a little tweaking here and there as I go, but let me get to it. Find that nug. Gold Rush 22. There's that eagle way down there. Howdy, hey, just an update. Just finished that first bucket. So, deer flies. I know we got gold. That's the only flake I see in there. But again, that was only a half a bucket, and truthfully, that bucket was the top, part. And then this bucket coming up is the next layer down. Gold Rush 22. Well, just so I don't wear it out on my battery all the way, hopefully we caught some fish because I've been running this second bucket. You gotta be careful walking on these things, especially with my Jesus sandals, because they're so slick. Woo! Just like that. But you can see I got about a quarter of what I had done, but we already got another flake of gold in there. Sluice is running really good. On this sluice, this is where the majority of it's going to get caught, but still have to clear the tailings out once in a while to keep the flow going. Other than that, I'm going to set you down and get this bucket done. Gold Rush 22. Alrighty, well I just finished that second bucket. You can see now there's 4 flakes of gold. So I think what I'm going to do is just do another bucket. I'm going to go ahead and just let it run. I think the flow is good. I don't think I'm going to lose any gold. The tail end of this sluice, even if it does work its way out of there, it should get caught again. So, back to digging. Gold Rush 22. Howdy, hey. Well, I just finished my third bucket, and I kept the sluice going. Still am. I know I showed the gold after the second bucket in the indicator mat, and a few videos back I brought up about on the show Gold Rush, and I watch all the shows. Anyway, one of them, I can't remember which one, was talking about you can't just run water over a sluice because you'll blow the gold out. And I had a bunch of different answers and stuff, and even my friends upriver that were running that one day up at Kibble Bits, and they keep it running. I did too, but I just want to let you know that by the time it took me to classify a third bucket, which would be, I don't know, we'll say 10-15 minutes, the indicator mat was down to just that one larger flake of gold. So those 2 smaller specks, I see the fish keep jumping, actually did move down the sluice. Now I still trust my sluice that as they went down into the actual sluice, not the indicator mat, that they still got caught. But that does kind of verify that, yeah, just leaving your sluice sitting there blowing water for an excessive period of time, I would have to say, yeah, it will move the micro dots. Whether or not it goes all the way out the sluice, I don't know. You're not supposed to be catching stuff on the tail end of your sluice anyway. So the way I look at it, like even if it moves from the upper part of the sluice down a few ripples, nothing hurt. But we did get a family come down here, but they seem friendly enough and stuff, and more power to them. I'm all good with that. and they seem friendly enough. At least they're not throwing rocks at me. But anyway, I'm gonna take a break, take a couple more sips of my Blue Mountain, and that is nice to bring the cooler with the ice, because you don't have to drink the whole thing. You can just put it back in the cooler. But it is nice to have ice cold something, and my water's, you know, still in my creek refrigerator there. When I run out of that, that's when I'm done for the day, because I'm already half done with it. And it's just muggy. It's just muggy. I mean, you can look over there, there's not a leaf moving. And then all of a sudden, we'll have a nice breeze and cool right down. I've already dumped a couple pans on my head, and it's funny because my shirt's like, well, actually it is still wet, but it's all combined to sweat, so it feels good. It's a beautiful day. I am glad that we got some cloud cover, because that sun is right there, and it would be just beating on me, and I definitely don't like direct sun beating. But anyway, I'm going to take a small break. I'm going to classify another bucket. That will be number 4. I think my goal today is I'm just going to leave the sluice running. I'm not going to mess with it because it's running beautiful. The hole's getting a little tougher to dig when it gets down deep, and it fills with water. You can't really see. But I'm going to start expanding it a little bit. So I think this next push I'm actually going to classify 2 buckets. That way I can take a break while I'm doing it. So that would be, let's see, 3, 4, 5. Let's go for 8 buckets today. 6 to 8. I don't know. I don't like killing myself either. I'm here for fun. But we know we got gold in the box. How much? We all got to wait for that one. So, let me finish my break and get back to it. Gold Rush 22. Howdy. Okay, just an update. I just finished my 4th half bucket. A half to a little over. You can see the holes getting pretty big. My tailings are getting big. And yeah, so I'm at another boulder down there, and so I'm going to work my way up where I cleared the other rocks up there. But so I am leaving this running. If I can get there. These rocks are very slick. But I know I showed you gold down here. That flake stayed there. But the other 3, that tiny ones that were with it, had moved. But I got another one up there. So, but again, remember, at least as far as I know, this sluice catches the majority here. I get some here sometimes. Rarely is there anything down there. So, even if they move, they should, there's plenty of sluice here. It's not jamming up. So, but honestly, I don't know. I guess we're just going to have to see. I mean, it's hard. It's hard for me to judge because, you know, the other places I go, I know what to look for to see if I'm on the gold or not. Here, it's a lot more gravelly, I guess you could say, rather than sand. So it looks good. You know there's gold in there, but I'm going to take a break here, get some H2O in me, and then we'll do another bucket. We'll see. Gold Rush 22. Ready? Okay, I got her cleaned out. I panned off very little light stuff in there. There's still some rocks and everything. I'm not going to pan this down any further than I am, but I am going to try to show you. The reason is there's a lot of garnets in it, and my daughter likes the garnets, so I'm going to have to save my cleanup. But should have got clean water.
Low power.
So you can see all this black sand here. So there's gold right there. There's gold up there. But I know. I don't care if it falls. You can see it. You might be able to even see these garnets as they come down. It's just, the sand is so heavy. It's so hard to do. Not only that, I'm doing it with my left hand like a knucklehead. I'm not left-handed. There's a piece right there. Come on. It's hard to do this and hold the camera for some reason. There's a piece coming down right there. Oh, there's a piece up there. Again, I'm just trying to do this quick. I'll do a good clean out for you. Good clean up, not clean out. But there's a nice piece showing up there. Just covered it. A couple more small ones up there. So, no big chunkies. Unless I pulled them down. So, God, I just turned you towards there. I'm not gonna get that. So, what time is it? So I've been out here for over 6 hours total. A lot of sitting and relaxing. That was a good test. That was a good test. You know, I was running a lot of half buckets, but I probably, if I combined them all in the full buckets, I probably ran 6 buckets. Well, 6 full buckets. And my full buckets are like 3/4 full. So, yeah, I wouldn't have minded less, but you know, Ken must have hit a real sweet spot because he had some chunkies in his pan, and I didn't see any. I didn't see any even when I was putting it on the sluice. We got a little bit of gold. It's not going to be much. I can tell you that right now. I've seen good gold, and that's not good gold. But that was I had a nice, relaxing day. It was a lot of fun. Fish are just jumping everywhere. It's driving me nuts, though. If I point you towards there, they won't. See? But here, I'm going to do this one more time. So, I'm going to go ahead and relax here for just a little bit longer. And then I'm going to pack everything up and head back. And God, it is beautiful here. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm going to pack up, get out of here. I did run out of water anyway, so I can't keep going. And get home. Probably not going to do a complete clean out. That one there was like, it had to be like 4 feet out of the water. It drives me nuts. But probably not going to do the cleanup tonight. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to film the cleanup unless it's something spectacular. Yeah. I stopped panning because I did see a floater one time come up, and it's best the final cleanup to do with some jet dry. So I'm going to sit here and relax. The sun should be over the trees here in about another 15-20 minutes. And once that happens, I won't have to pack out of here in the sun. It'll be shady. So I sweated my booty off today. Felt good. Richard would love this place. He's like me. It's not just about the gold. It's about this. So battery's probably yelling at me right now. I never hear it because of the sound of the water. But so I'm going to relax, go home, clean this up. Maybe. I'm not even sure it deserves even a final cleanup right away, just because there's not even gonna. I bet you in that pan right there. That pan right there probably will have less flakes and less gold than I got in one pan last weekend. And that was some tough digging. I don't know, I watch a lot of you guys on videos, and I know everybody busts their booty. I've seen people dig everything from sand, including myself, to giant, monstrous boulders. God, I got hiccups. Digging in these rocks, when they're just every rock, you put a shovel full of rock and you only get a palm full of dirt out of it. Yeah, and you really got to watch your tailings here, because you can find a giant garnet. Rumor is there are nuggets here. This place obviously has been dug before and everything. I know that. But let me relax. Lots of editing to do on this thing. For some reason I'm talking like so much today. Might be because I'm in a good mood. Be back in a bit. Howdy, hey everyone. Okay, it's the next day, obviously. We got the cleanup done and everything. First off, I do want to apologize. This has been a very long-winded video. I was kind of looking at things to cut out, and I just decided that, you know what? If you want to fast forward, skip it, whatever, don't watch it, watch it, whatever. I'm going to be me. And I had a lot of fun yesterday. It was a good workout, sweated my booty off. Got a little dehydrated. I should have brought more water. Saw some really cool fish jumping. Hopefully, I got a few of them on the camera, but God, you guys did not see the cool ones, and I wish you could have. But I don't know if I'm going to give up on that bar, but for right now, the payout really isn't. I mean, that was a lot of work. That's some tough digging, and yeah. Let me show you the gold, and I apologize for the long-winded video, but it is what it is. I watch them for entertainment, and I don't care if they're 10 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever the heck. Oops, sorry for the language. Whatever the heck they are. But let me show you the gold. A lot of micro dots, which means Keen was catching them. I got a few really nice lakes in there, and but definitely not worth the effort that I put into it. So let me show you. So again, not phenomenal, but it's something, and it's no that one in there, I'm telling you, is a nug. So anyway, next week's going to be fun. I know my friend is supposed to bring a group, and I got a spot picked out for him. We're going to do some panning training, and hopefully send everybody home with some gold in a little vial or something. But you know what? If they can't make it, or they don't want to do it, and they don't show up, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to talk to Rich and see if Rich wants to come move some dirt. We can recirc with the hive anchor, and that's a good spot, and we'll definitely be able to show you some of them nugs next week. Not horrible. Actually, it's pretty bad, but not horrible. Better than that one creek that I started out this year with. But the best part about yesterday was it really centered me back to just appreciating life, and it was a fun day. And my best advice I could give you guys: if you don't have bad days, you can't appreciate the good ones. So you guys all have a wonderful week. Hopefully I gain a few more subscribers. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. most of all, if you have any suggestions or ideas about things I can do better, things I can change on how I do my videos, leave a comment. Going to be a good week. Gold Rush 22. See you next time.